Now to get a look at the Edge Animate interface, we'll need to create a project. So from the splash screen, let's come over here and click Create New. This will create a blank new project that we can start from. Now first on the left-hand side, we have the Properties panel. This contains all of the properties for anything we have selected either in the timeline area or the stage area. And this gives us contextual properties that we can manipulate as we create animations and create compositions on our stage. Now at the top left of our window, we have a series of tools. First we have our Move tool, Transform tool, Clipping tool. Then we have 3 tools here, which will all create div elements but have different properties to create rectangles, rounded corners, and circles. Then we have a Text tool, a Hand tool, and a Zoom tool. Then we have quick access to background color and border properties. And then finally, a tool that lets us define layout defaults. Now in the center, we have the stage area. You'll notice that this says untitled.html. This is actually the HTML file that Edge Animate is going to create. And while we're working inside of Edge Animate will constantly be updating this HTML file. Over on the right-hand side, next to the stage, we have the Elements panel. So for those familiar with HTML, this is where Edge Animate is going to reveal to you all of the HTML structure that it's going to need to create based on the composition you put together in the stage area. Now under the Elements panel is the Library panel. Here we can see all of the different categories for the media types and elements we can include into our compositions. This includes images, symbols, fonts, audio, video, and external JavaScripts. Now on the far right is the Lessons panel. This is a series of online lessons provided by Adobe Systems for how to use certain aspects inside of Edge Animate. Now you can also access the lessons from the splash screen. So I'm going to come in here and close the Lessons panel. And then finally at the bottom, we have the Timeline panel. Now most of the work that we're going to do inside of Edge Animate is going to be between the compositions we create on the stage, elements that we animate, and actions assigned in the Timeline panel, and the properties we set for items on the stage and the Timeline panel inside of the Properties panel.